Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today, we're going to be checking out the winner of this month's movie poll, and that is Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. Another one, Rian Johnson's Whodunit, starring Daniel Craig. I've seen the previous two. Saw Knives Out in theaters. Saw it twice, actually, because I enjoyed it. I saw it alone my first time, and then I took somebody else to see it the second time. We actually reacted to, what was it, The Golden Onion, or whatever the fuck that last one was. That was another fun one. We did that here on the channel, and you know, because I haven't been able to get to the theater as much as I would have liked, especially last year, man. I think I only saw like 4 films in theaters total all year. It's been crazy, man, these last 2 for sure compared to like before. I think like I topped out at like 52 or something like that like 2 years ago, and it's just been on a steady decline ever since, man. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it's been getting harder and harder. But I missed out on this while I was had this little brief theatrical run, but we are here to react to it in kind, as you guys have requested. So yeah, I'm excited to check it out. I really enjoyed the first 2. I think the first one still, out of what I've seen so far, is still my favorite. This one, you know, I do remember watching the teaser trailer. I don't know if I ever saw the actual trailer when that came out. I saw the teaser trailer. I remember that vaguely, something to do with like a church or something or other. I don't even remember who all is even in this outside of Daniel Craig. So this is going to be a little bit of a mystery for me, because like I said, if I've seen anything for this, it's been too long ago at this point. But I'm excited. I really enjoyed the first 2. I like the whole vibe. I like the tone. I like the fun of it all. And I'm ready to go along for a whole other ride. So with that all said, let's get ready to strap in. If you want to see the full-length reaction without all the stuff we got to do to edit this stuff down to get it up on YouTube for you guys, you can check it out over on Patreon, because as you know, we can only include a small fraction of the films. You get early access, you get to participate in polls and stuff like that for a bunch of different things. This is a great way to support the channel and help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. Here we go.
Hard to know where to start. I guess to tell the story of the Good Friday murder through my eyes, I gotta start here.
The Good Friday murder.
And I did this.
What did he say? What did he say?
You're a fighter, then?
No, Father, absolutely not.
Well, we have a deacon who would say otherwise if his jaw wasn't broken.
Damn.
We need fighters today, but to fight the world.
Oh, Jeffrey Wright.
The world is a wolf.
No, you start fighting wolves, and before you know it, everyone you don't understand is a wolf.
Ooh, I like that.
Christ came to heal the world, not fight it. This, not this, you know? Show broken people like me the forgiveness and love of Christ. The world needs that so bad. Give me one more shot, and I promise I'll do that.
Covering up the bruises on his knuckles. Oof. Got him good, though. He broke his jaw. But like you said, he used to be a boxer, so it makes sense.
Listen, Deacon Clark is famously a dick. But we do need to do something about it.
The rules are rules.
Sending you to a small parish in Chimney Rock. It's just one priest there now. Have you heard of Jefferson Wicks? Wicks has his supporters here. I'm not one of them. Rosary and a real son of a bitch. But what's undeniable?
I love how candid he's got outside of all the formality in there, you know?
Use some of what you said in there. You understand?
Not at all, but yes. Let me at him.
This, not this, right? Good luck, kid.
That's words to live by, really. And that's what a lot of people, whoa.
So?
What a vibe. Oh, there's literally like the chimney-shaped rock in the background.
David facing off Goliath. Young, dumb, and full of Christ. Ready for anything.
Yo, that's a sick interior. Holy hell. Or heaven, or whatever. I think I've only been in one. Oh, what a shot. proper cathedral like this. I've been in like a church, but not like a anything like this, except for when I was in Santa Fe. Yo, hell yeah, man. Hey, I mean, I should expect a stacked cast, but I don't, like I said, I don't remember who the fuck's in this movie.
Call me Monsignor Wicks. I see you've met Martha.
Martha?
Monsignor Wicks.
Oh, whoa, wait, whoa. Glenn Close. Where the fuck did she come from?
You are welcome here.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you, Cruella.
Monsignor, right, sorry. Sorry for saying Jesus. Whew. This is going great, I think.
Bishop Langstrom sent you, huh?
God, this place is a fucking vibe. A Halloween party in here would go hard.
Well, I know you're used to flying solo, but I'm here to serve.
You're never solo when you have Christ.
Take my confession. All right. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 6 weeks since my last confession. I've envied the material wealth of others. I've envied the power of great men. Envied my grandfather's power as a priest. I wanted that. Always did. I've masturbated 4 times this week, 4 or 5 generally. And what I say, 6 weeks? Well, let's say 30 times.
How many masturbation confessions do you think they get it? Like, we don't need everyone.
Use the bath gel.
We don't need details.
Dream about, about one of those Japanese cat cafes. But the cats were girls.
Oh, God. He discovered cat girls.
So I had to finish into a copy of Catholic Chronicle magazine. Just what was on the end table, which is probably its own kind of sin.
Yeah.
Not good.
What the fuck?
But looking back now, I know. This was Wicks's first punch. 5 Hail Marys and 1 Glory Be.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be his last.
Oh, and welcome
Yeah, he's fucking with them. That's what it is.
to my church.
Yeah, that was a reminder. Shake my masturbation hand.
At Our Lady of Perpetual Fortitude.
You're gonna need perpetual fortitude to get through this. Who was that? That looked vaguely familiar.
Samson. Sam.
Oh, she smiled at that. Oh, shit.
It gives me the strength every day to not go back to the bottle.
Is that Thomas Hayden Church?
Stave off that demon, you can.
Yeah.
And every day, it is a struggle.
Yeah?
I credit him and
Yeah.
my sweet Martha.
You're sweet Martha. Martha does it all. Files everything.
File that.
Plays the organ. She knew where the bodies were buried. So this...
Oh! Wow. What happened here? Did Jester come strolling through trying to preach the word of the traveler?
Who's in there then?
Prentice.
Jesus.
Makes me sick. These kids painting rocket ships.
Oh.
Well, I do a little woodworking.
A reminder, the shameful sin of the harlot.
I'm sorry, what?
Take my confession.
I like how he went limp.
That was Wick's mother.
Okay, so what's the deal with that?
She was a harlot and
Thank you.
she loved revealing clothes and her fancy brands. Prentice had a vast family.
Ah, fuck. I know that guy. I don't know his name, though. I don't think I've ever known his name.
The fortune would be willed to her. And so the
My God.
Martha, remember this. Wealth and the power that comes with it is Eve's apple.
give me my money, she said. You are heir to every single penny Prentice had. And in his accounts, not one hot dime.
What did he do?
Probably gave it away all
Give it to the poor, say
beforehand.
some. Threw it in the ocean, say others.
Oh.
And no one knows.
When he's talking about wealth and power bullshit, it sounds like it was starting to remind me of the opening of One Piece. Wealth, power, whatever. Gold Roger left it all in one piece. Is it the mystery of what he did with it all?
But I knew. Look not for Eve's apple.
Dude. Oh, yo. Low.
She defiled this holy place.
Seems a little, I feel like I think somebody's coloring this a little bit.
Evil incarnate.
I don't know if I buy this story in the way that it's being presented. God, they're making her out to be some fucking evil dead creature. I mean, she probably rampaged in here, but not in the way they're showing it. Good God.
I said, Sister Grace, God, your Father, will forgive you in his love.
Oh! My God.
Throwing herself against Prentice's tomb. Brain aneurysm, they said.
Oh.
Struck down, I say, by God.
Sorry.
Huh. Okay. No, valid fucking response.
What would draw someone to make this their spiritual home? The core group of regulars all had their reasons, and these will be our suspects. So
One, we don't even know of what, but my God, what an intense fucking opening. Again, with how they act and how they've been presenting things, and obviously we know how theatrical they can be here. There's an astounding for this church or whatever, and her namesake in general, there was an astounding lack of grace when it came to this girl from the jump. They might as well scarleted lettered her from the get-go. Didn't even give her a chance. They've been judging her from the moment she could talk, it sounds like. And that doesn't absolve her of any of this, but that was so over the top. I don't know, man. It's hard to take it the way it was presented, but who knows? There's people like that. It's money and everything. Nothing else matters, but I don't know. That whole thing seems so sketchy to me.
should introduce them. Vera Draven, local attorney. She was loyal and devoted.
Draven. Hell yeah, dude. But I saw Jeremy Ritter in the pews.
I became a lawyer because I wanted to do great things in the world.
Shit. She looks familiar, but I do not know her. A name is not coming to me.
When Vera was young, just out of law school, her dad came home with 10-year-old Cy out of the blue and told Vera she was gonna raise him. No questions asked. The whole town knew he was obviously her illegitimate brother.
Well, I mean, he was old enough, I would imagine he would also know that too. So like, what the hell's that about? Does she even know the context around it?
I think he is very pleased with me, so I guess that's nice.
I came this.
Is he the son of Grace?
I was the GOP golden boy, the great hope. I've got connections and ins and outs. I was on the cusp, but I just couldn't engage voters.
It's hard connecting with people in a genuine way.
I know. I tried everything. Believe me, I hammered the race thing, gender thing, the trans thing, the border thing. The abortion thing, the climate thing about induction stoves, Israel, library books, vaccines, pronouns, AK-47.
What? Do you think you tried literally like everything to the point where you alienated everybody? How do you do all of it? And dude, no, you're no one's numb. That was just, you need to commit to something, dude. What the fuck? So many of those things were polar opposites of one another.
Pyrrha.
Nat Sharp, the town's local doctor. His life revolved around his wife, Darla.
Aww.
Darla left me last week.
Oh.
Some guy that she met on a fish message board.
Dr. Nat was spinning out.
Is his ring like a bolt or a nut? Oh, yo,
Lee Ross.
yo, dude, I haven't seen him in anything since Sherlock.
10 years ago, Lee moved here from New York, and as he puts it,
unplug my brain, from the liberal hive mind and come here and...
It's so weird hearing him talk with that accent, though.
You're writing a massive book about Wicks.
His teachings, my reflections, essays and recollections of an acolyte at the feet of a prophet.
He pinned all of his hopes on it.
This is my last chance ticket out of Substack hell. I can't take it anymore. My readers these days, like John Goodman in The Big Lebowski. We don't like him. Well, like Wicks, be careful. You gotta shake him off. He's bad news. Opportunistic poetaster.
Poetaster. Hadn't heard that one before.
She'd been a world-class cellist. Forced to retire 5 years ago for health reasons. Some mysterious nerve thing that doctors cannot diagnose.
It's Kaylee Spaney, I think, right? From Romulus. Hold on. I want to check something real quick because it's been bugging me. And this might wind up spoiling some additional castings, but I need to know real quick. Oh, holy shit. Yeah. Kerry Washington. 1. Yes, Django. That's why she looked familiar. At least that's the first thing that came up from looking at that listing. Yes. Daryl McCormick, that was the other one. The guy we just met, Cy. He also looked vaguely familiar. Sorry, I just like to know where I know people from, so I'll have like a frame of reference of like what they've done in the past, so I can see like have they gotten better or whatever. Because it also helps me recommend or have people to look out for who pop up in other things too if I enjoy their performance. He hasn't been in anything I've seen. No. He's in Peaky Blinders, though, and that's another thing I need to see at some point. I have neglected that one for sure. Anybody else so far I've been a little sketchy on? Do I know this main guy or narrator, Josh O'Connor? I don't recognize him, so I didn't think so, but sometimes it's like, oh, they were in... Oh, shit. Also Peaky Blinders. Oh shit, he was in Doctor Who for an episode. The fuck episode? I don't remember this kid. All right, sorry for the detour. Oh yeah. Yeah, one other thing. Freak out. Yes, okay, sorry.
This feels different, though. Faith in God to heal me. That's how Monsignor Wicks makes me feel.
Is he writing this letter posthumously, or is he like reporting in on a murder that took place while he was here? Because imagine if he's the one that got murdered, would he know the list of suspects, or unless he expected to be murdered, or I don't know. Maybe Wicks is the one that dies.
Every day of my life, putting her needs and wants before the family God intended. I am enough. Me.
Oh, that's okay, I see what he's doing.
You are not. Might as well beat that child. Yes, might as well starve that child.
Jesus Christ.
Burn beneath that burden.
This is not the true church.
Yeah.
What he's pushing for every time is a walkout. Why does he do this?
To weed out the weak.
Deep down in the dark, it scratches an itch.
That's fucked up, dude.
Testing tolerances, tapping deep poisoned wells, hardening, binding with complicity.
Okay, welcome to our first Father Judd prayer group. Thank you all for being here. And
oh my God, dude.
us in Christ, us in each other, us in the world. When I was 17, I was a boxer, and I killed a man in the ring.
Ooh.
Confessed my deepest sin. That was the day that Christ saved my life. I think that's what the church should be.
Monsignor Wicks isn't coming.
No, but...
This is just us.
So, I thought we could just talk and start sharing.
Well, he knows that we're doing these, right?
Sure, of course, I'll tell him. I just...
Tell him contraction of the simple future tense, meaning you have...
prayer meeting. It's not a secret anything.
That's literally what it is.
I just texted the Monsignor.
Great. So it isn't a secret anymore. Now, if we could just get back to breaking down those walls.
This seems like a simple, like, let's get to know each other.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
This is a church function, Vera. It's at a church. It's with me. It's official.
Or holy.
Can I see that?
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Osiris?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sorry.
This is what they were talking about. He forces you to pick sides.
I'm so sorry your little coup failed this afternoon, Father.
It wasn't a coup. He's just trying to get to know you all. God damn.
Because you all seem scared to death of the guy. Could you walk into that church of your own free will and confess your deepest sin to Wicks, Martha, without fear?
Oh, maybe not.
Yes, I could.
Well, good.
What the fuck? What did she tell him? She did that in spite, but it was something he hadn't heard. It seemed like, if that was reaction was any indication.
Doing that thing I told you about where I hold my hand upside down?
What?
There's 5 Hail Marys.
We're at 9 months now, Judd.
Has every one of his confessions been about jerking off?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been a week since my last confession. I learned you had a radical prostatectomy 5 years ago, making you physically incapable of an erection.
Bah.
And Christ's love should be a launching pad for that, and instead he's just every day getting more and more angry and bitter against his ex-wife, against women. Angry all of the time. Did you know he literally built a moat around his house?
Really?
I mean, it's mostly symbolic, but yeah.
Listen, I've joked about it, but if I had the funds and the resources, I'd do the same.
I believe in the possibility of miracles through Christ, but what you're giving her is not that. It's transactional.
Oh.
God help me. Anything else?
Yeah, why not? Side Draven. Every week now, he takes clips from what you say in Mass and plugs them into his political rants. He's co-opting, and honestly...
There's God in Doge.
Is that how Christ led his flock? Is that what we're supposed to do?
Oh!
I'm the world, you're the church.
Oh.
Right! Yes! Anger! Anger lets us fight back, take back the ground we've lost. Look at those bare-knuckle instincts coming back. Good! You're afraid I'm gonna come at you again. But you're protecting yourself because the world wants to destroy us. Your version of love and forgiveness is a sop. It's going along to get along with modernity, not wanting to offend this garbage world. Meanwhile, they destroy us, feminists, Marxists, whores, bit by bit. I hold the line. And you simpering child from Albany, are you gonna get angry and fight?
No.
You're poisoning this church, and I'll do whatever it takes to save it. To cut you out like a cancer.
Yeah, someone is gonna kill his ass. Yeah, this letter is seeming more and more post-mortem than I need help. Oh? How much of that you get?
Get out! Wicks' final move. Open war against me.
Yeah. And a whole church full of people who would probably be willing to cover up whatever might come out of this whole thing.
Nikolai, I'm sorry. I broke that. The junk lamps. Come on. Hey, are you good to drive?
Yeah, someone's going to murder his ass, and a bunch of them are going to try to cover it up.
Who's there?
And that brings us to Good Friday.
Here we go.
Well, it's a Good Friday murder, right? So he couldn't be talking about the Good Friday if it happened to him.
After the homily, Wicks was spent emotionally and physically and needed some time to recover.
Oh, whoa. Do they have those types of doors in these places? Never knew that. What other secrets are they hiding in? Well, what question is that?
Monsignor.
Oh. Well, everybody is in the pews. What the fuck?
There's something in his back.
Wait. Don't touch it. Don't touch anything.
Is there another secret passage in here? I mean, there's going to have to be. Like, how else? It's the fucking... That's the wolf head. Wait, what? It's attached to something else. I mean, fuck. I mean, everybody's in here. He was like... I just realized we've seen like half a second of Daniel Craig so far. What the hell?
The ambulance took just 5 minutes to arrive. Wicks was pronounced dead on the scene. When I joined the others outside...
The thing he threw had nothing on it in order to stab with. It's screwed on though, so maybe somebody screwed something into it?
Poor Geraldine, the local chief.
Oh! I saw her in the cast list. I just had no idea who she was going to be playing. Ah.
You're the only one on stage with the Monsignor at the time of his killing. And you had prior possession of the wolf head figurine attached to the murder weapon.
Yeah, it was attached to the murder weapon.
But it's literally impossible for anyone to have done this, so I don't know what this is.
He literally was observed doing nothing.
All right, Father, why don't you go get some rest?
Then again, they've all been groomed to take his side, and yeah.
Church
Oh, fuck off.
to cut you out like a cancer.
It's been reposted.
Unless all of this has been staged to cut him out. Like maybe he's got a prosthetic back. Maybe, because if there was no other door in there, the only other options is he did it to himself, and they would all follow his word to a T. They might all even cover for him to sell this narrative to get this guy cast out and burned. That would also go along with this whole like social media narrative, this whole us or them narrative. It would also kind of parallel a lot of the things that have been going on in our world today.
I was thinking Wicks had won, because in the part of my soul that cannot lie to Christ or myself.
I'd also buy that he's so gung-ho about all of it. Again, another stellar shot.
I was happy the old man was dead.
Ooh, I mean, I get it. That guy was so gung-ho in his beliefs about all of this and his anger. He could have also have done it purely knowing what would domino after the fact to prove a point, to radicalize his followers against the world in the way he had always talked about. And he's finally here.
Sorry.
44 minutes later.
Hard to be in here and not feel his presence.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Well, the architecture, that interests me. The mystery, intended emotional effect.
It's all by design.
It's built upon the empty promise of a child's fairy tale filled with... It's like an ornery mule kicking back. Get to a truth I can swallow without choking.
Well, tell me how you really feel.
The rafter details are very fine, though.
It's neo-Gothic 19th century. It has more in common with Disneyland than Notre Dame, and the rites and rituals and costumes, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Guess the question is, do these stories convince us of a lie?
Or of a truth?
Or do they resonate with something deep inside us that's profoundly true?
I like how the light behind him is getting progressively brighter.
Except storytelling.
Touche, Padre.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Everything that's happened, man, it's gonna have a emotional effect of its own right now.
Hey, I found him. Is he?
Oh, God.
Taken an interest in the murder of Jefferson Wicks.
Because of the impossibility of it.
What I see is not a guilty man in torment, but an innocent man tormented by guilt.
Yes.
Let me help you.
Aww.
This was dressed as a miracle. It's just a murder, and I solve murders.
Hell yeah.
The Kentucky Derby thing with the murder and the guy that they caught with the photo finish camera. So you're on the View.
Yeah.
Accompany me on my investigation. View the body, trace the murder weapon, inspect the crime scene.
The body.
Oh! Okay, well, okay, I take that back, because there is... I don't think they would have made, like, a full-on fake body for an autopsy, unless even this is staged.
Not a mythologized monster in your mind, but merely flesh and blood, dead from a knife wound we can analyze. Just...
There is a doctor in the house. Could be a prosthetic on the back to showcase all that. Everything in here could be fake, could be doctored, could be whatever. He could be drugged so that he appears dead, heart rate and everything. I forget the one that does it, the poison that does it, but maybe this is all to fucking ruin this guy, to prove his point. I don't buy he's dead.
Flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. That's a wiggly wiggly.
What the fuck?
Please stop doing that.
Would you mind flipping the meat?
Pancake him. Yeah.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
You want ever to be a priest again, then you need to go through this with me. The real killer is out there. We've got to find him, nail him. I'm sorry.
We will crucify them.
Let's do it, yeah.
Okay. The body, next the murder weapon, then the crime scene.
Yeah, if this isn't staged, I really don't know how this was even done. And again, every other suspect was in the pews.
Fine, you know that my wife, she buys a devil sign, then she buys a devil lamps, and people start, oh, hey, get him a devil thing for the bar. He loves it.
That's a wolf, though.
But that's it, right? That's...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And look who's in that picture.
But you know, it wasn't red though. It's red now. It's paint.
Yes, yes, freshly.
Oh, so... Oh, I thought it was red with blood, even though it was unrealistically...
Cut you out like a cancer.
Hey!
And that's out there to push the narrative further. It was too bright to be blood, I guess, in hindsight, but...
She found a small broken window.
Kids.
But nothing else.
Which means somebody took it then, if she didn't find it, or she lied about finding it. What are you doing? What? Other than him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, his bag is still here. Or a bag is still...
Hey.
Meaning he's here right now and hiding. Yeah, why's your shit over there?
Ah, there it is. Here's what you did it with. Huh? You son of a bitch.
Tell him that.
Yeah. Kill a priest!
That's what happens, man. You condition a flock and they believe your lies. Or kill on your behalf. Even kill you to sell your belief, maybe even. I don't buy for a second he did it, though.
You had the foresight to see that this goes way beyond normal police.
So then what was the letter that he got that was recounting everything from his perspective? Unless that's his, maybe he asked for a recounting of everything he knows.
Yeah, I love the passion. I just need to feel confident that you know this case is solvable.
Capable of not solving a crime.
Blech.
Well, you'll see. It's fun.
It is my favorite part of these types of stories.
A golden age detective novel.
Hold up.
Oh.
Father Judd, once again, earning your keep. Whose body? The murder's in the room morgue. Roger.
Are they?
My God, this is practically a syllabus for how to commit this crime.
Huh. Oh my God. It's got to be all of them or one of them. Or
Oprah.
It was Oprah the entire time.
Confirms my theory.
It was Oprah. You get a murder. You get a murder. You get a murder.
Which makes things simple. For club time. Come on, kids.
I'm going with the entire fucking congregation was in on it. Maybe he straight up did die, but they're so indoctrinated. They did this for him. I don't know, man.
Wicks completes his sermon. Any device behind him.
That is such a, I'm just noticing now, that is such an elaborate, what do you even call that? Fucking pillar? What is that?
No, I didn't see a knife shooting robot behind him.
While inside the closet by someone or something that was outside the closet.
He shut the door. How? That's not even, it would have, he was like looking at us and like, yeah, yeah, and then shut the door. Or no, he didn't even shut the door. Yeah, no, it has to be in there.
By a device that was also
invisible.
Inside the closet.
And invisible.
What triggered with the remote?
Well, these walls are thick, but a very strong RF signal could blast through them.
Wicks fell on his stomach.
Yeah.
So he was standing at the back facing out. The knife must have somehow come through the back wall.
Or hear me out. He held it so and plunged himself back into it, impaling himself and then falling forward. He could just have died for his own belief to turn everybody out there against this guy. Again, another way to prove his point about the world.
What about a false wall that was removed later?
Go to town, Father Brown.
No.
That's possible.
Nothing else was found on the floor of this space, yes?
Nope. No, just the red thread.
Red thread? What?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
2 strings of thick red thread, about 3 inches long, found there, over by the body, next to the hip.
Okay. Oh my God.
Martha?
Throw them out.
Martha?
To walk this holy place like some crime scene, like some tawdry police show, talking of robots.
Get out.
Murder in your heart, blood on your hands, the harlot. False priest.
Sorry. But yeah, if finding the facts with that detective puts me against you and this flock, then so be it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be. Get your fucking finger out of my face. Hell no. Oh!
Can I use your bag? The fog was clearing. This was a puzzle that was solvable. The body, the weapon, the crime scene, robot knife guns, and and remote controls.
What? What clicked?
You didn't listen to the game during Friday's service.
I would not. Martha doesn't approve.
Hasn't stopped you in the past?
So you taped it.
Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Sharp's call to the hospital happened at 3:47 p.m. and 90 seconds before that. So several things could have caused that glitch.
Okay.
Burst of RF interference that you might get from a souped-up remote control.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good... that's still assuming one was there.
The iPhone video has a timestamp. It's very precise.
Okay.
Huh. So it would have been after the thud then. So yeah. Huh.
So when the RF burst happened, he was already on the ground with a knife in his back, and Father Judd was staring right at him.
Damn.
This was nothing?
No, very much something. We have all the pieces laid out before us now.
There's a drain in there. Could something have been like triggered to pull down the drain?
You said if you had all the pieces, you would have an answer.
I know. And yet, still truly appears impossible.
You told me you could solve this.
Give it time. RF signal triggered after the fact. What could have been done after the stab, after the thud? If not to, the signal was to cover something up. But there wouldn't be any way to, like, the false wall theory. Like, oh, click the button, the wall disappears. I don't fucking know.
There must be a piece missing.
Unless that's just, maybe that's just unrelated.
That I need to solve this case. But I'm gonna have to go in there and get it.
Okay, you're freaking me out now. I don't understand. I don't get how this will help. You want me to write the story?
Okay, and that's what we opened with. Him reading what he wrote, his recounting of everything since he's been here.
Spare no detail.
Look, I'm not a writer.
Take your time. Oh, I'll be quite comfortable.
The RF thing, like the signal distortion there, the timing of it is confounding. If it's relevant, could be a red herring. I mean, you could also manufacture, alter, edit the timestamp information on the iPhone video. Well, if the iPhone settings itself were...
Why'd you do it?
What?
Better question is, why'd I think I could lie to you and get away with it?
No, you didn't lie. I knew you wouldn't. You just didn't say the dishonest part out loud.
Wait, what?
I did it to save the people who believed in him just a little disillusionment.
I mean, it would have been on his breath after every mass. Fortified himself. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew the press and police were there. Why let that be part of the story? Wicks had been stabbed. I don't know how or by who, but I knew he'd been stabbed.
Oh, what?
A little storytelling to protect my flock.
Oh, bullshit! And in protecting their bubble of belief, you have shielded a killer!
Yeah, I mean, it might seem insignificant, but it might be somehow integral.
It's not here. I'm sorry.
But we're into the woods now, so you better start.
Someone broke into my room.
Somebody would have had to have known him about it then.
Tomorrow, we'll use the gathering at the burial to question them all together.
He said the one good one out of it. Was it Thomas or all of them? I'm not against it being all of them. The flock of the wolves, when they talked about that, the outside world are the wolves. I think it's these fuckers, man. Oh, I love that.
Betrayed.
Oh God, that's so eerie. That fucking angel up there just peeking out of it. It even looks vaguely flesh toned. I don't like that.
Murder.
Oh, I completely forgot about this thing. This has been purposefully brought up and mentioned earlier. How the heck?
The harlot whores, the vermin who would oppress and silence.
How's this got? This has got to be important.
In the armor of God, ready to fight the world to my last breath.
I got nothing, man.
Gentlemen, may I have a moment?
Judas in many forms.
Vacuum sealed, could only follow out from the purse, but that was wood inner closet that they were looking at. I was thinking the RF could have been the thing to use the same device that opens that to open the door, or a false wall as they talked about, but that wouldn't explain. There'd be no way to fit that in there or anything.
Behold, though he is struck down, the righteous Son of God will rise again.
Is he about to, like,
in the wealth of his kingdom?
He's not gonna pull a fucking resurrection shit, is he?
And forgotten and alone.
No way.
Yes, he will rise. Yes, but he will rise again in glory and vengeance.
Dude, Josh Brolin is fucking amazing, dude. He's got such an insane presence. They did mention that it could be destabilized and opened from the inside. Open it from the outside requires a machine, but they mentioned earlier that however, a simple push from the outside could make it come down.
All right, everyone, listen up.
Oh, would you look who it is? It's Judas Judd.
Oh, fuck off.
Here's what's gonna happen. Benoit frickin' Blanc and I are gonna ask who killed Monsignor Wicks and why.
Got a little carried away with it there, huh?
Now he's covering his ass by attacking us. He's a Pino.
A Pino?
Priest in name only.
Is that a thing people say?
And then some libtard will make a podcast about all of this, and before you know it, idiot versions of all of us will end up on Netflix.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh.
It's a miracle. I can walk, Martha.
You fucking lunatic.
Expose it all. Wicks was a con man. Miracles and supernatural power of God bullshit. I really believed.
I think we all want to believe.
About the shadowy meeting with Wicks that took place in this room on Palm Sunday.
Right. I forgot about that.
Who wants to go first?
I'll tell you.
Sai, hey, wait, hold on there, buddy.
Tell him nothing.
Whoa, hey, see.
Oh, getting real defensive.
But it does have to do with things that, if made public, ruin people in this room.
I recorded the whole thing.
Yes. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Saved by Sai. Where did he hide the camera? I don't see it on him.
All right, very dramatic.
Oh, it's right there. It's propped up next to him.
I've been thinking about your mom shaming her and teaching us all to shame her.
Yeah. It's probably
That
really
poor
fucked
girl.
up. Yes. Nobody gave Grace grace.
An AOP. Acknowledgement of parentage.
Oh?
I, Jefferson Wicks, am the biological father of Cyrus Draven.
Oh, not what I thought.
Who was the mother? And I obeyed and I honored and raised your son.
Sai is my son. From a loose woman of no importance.
You're all standing by your man. I just wanted to see it. I wanted to see for myself you eat his shit with a spoon and come back for seconds.
I think we're all, as Christians, very shaken up by what you just said.
Very visibly shaken up.
Church doesn't need some pussy who's going to lie down and take it. We need a... I believe that God chose Monsignor Wicks to be his warrior. So you and your son have my sword.
And my axe.
We do not know her. We do not know. But how she... Sources, we don't know that. We don't... What exists? Does any of this exist?
What the fuck?
Well said, Doc.
Thank you.
You promised if I stuck with you, you could heal me. That's true. I don't need you to be a saint.
I'll choose the devil if I have to. That's what she's basically saying right there.
I will give my final service a week from today on Easter Sunday.
So he was already planning for it to be his final one.
I will close the doors of this sad little church for good, but not before I have destroyed each and every one of you.
Sorry,
Wait, what?
You're drinking, Nat? Treating patients, children, while drunk. The medical board should know.
Oh, whoa.
And Lee, this troubadour book you've been writing, it's my duty to warn not only the public, but my friends in the publishing world. It must be buried.
What?
Relevant clown that you are.
What the hell? What is even happening right now?
I have no fucking clue, dude.
You are your father's nightmare.
Dude, that is the thing, man. He has all their sins, their confessions. Imagine what can be weaponized by that.
You will never be healed. You will die in pain in the prison of that chair. Trail to find my authority and faith in life itself. Challenged him from inside.
And here it is. This is when we walked in.
Get out! On Easter Sunday, when the pews fill with townspeople, I will lay bare the sins of this flock, cut you loose, and shake the dust of this place off of my sandals.
And so now it became everybody in this room as a possibility. But what a nice little cut. What the fuck was all of that, dude? Holy shit.
Why'd he do that? Tell me what was happening. Why'd he torch them all? Why would he do that?
Because I told him to.
Wait, what?
He told me his grandfather's family fortune lost all these years. He told me he found it just this week.
Oh.
Retire. Do you know the power of what you do on that stage?
I've shrunk the flock.
No, you've radicalized them.
Yeah.
Your flame lacks fuel, but on the internet?
That's what he's doing.
Give me 4 years. You could be president.
Blech.
Together, we can build a real empire as father and son.
Together, we will rule the galaxy.
Like the rebels.
What? Listen, you look at how people frame shit these days, you'd believe people believe that.
He didn't tell you where it was.
No, his accounts are empty. There's nothing.
God is the cycle's repeating itself in Christ. Maybe there's literally a One Piece of some kind in that fucking...
Oh, and so all you need to do is...
in the little snow globe.
No luck there?
Or the account numbers in the snow globe. It's right there. It's literally right there.
Here, I thought it might be a code because he kept saying Eve's apple would be... as if Eve's apple is the fortune.
Oh my God, what the shit?
Vera, did he ever tell you anything?
Well, it's more than Eve's apple and the like language written on the thing. It's literally between Judd and fucking Benoit.
You should come and get your shit. It'll be out on the street.
Related to Eve's apple that might contain that number.
You keep turning, oh my God.
You bet.
All right.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know if I want him to have it. Oh, wait, okay, there we go. Is it Smash the Jesus? Well, subtitle said hollow thudding. I don't even know what he is looking at right there. What was that?
Remind me to file this.
File that.
Because they were short on letters. Eve's apple, they said it was needed, I don't know.
It says the crypt opening thing was ordered last Wednesday. That can't be right.
That means...
burial equipment for a man who isn't dead.
Oh, yeah. That's a good find.
Whoever called in that order, that's the key.
Okay, yeah.
So far, I think I like this one more than Glass Onion.
Hello.
Hi, Louise. What I need to know, Louise,
I run this place with my brother James.
Louise, is to find...
I've been to that church.
New. I'm new, relatively new here. Louise, I have to ask...
Louise, shut your fucking mouth.
And, you know, for all y'all's loss over there,
it's a terrible
it's pretty
tragedy
sad,
for
but
everyone,
I
Louise.
really
Can
didn't like much of what you had to say, to
I
be
have
honest
to
with you.
These are the worst conversations.
order for the forklift.
Finally.
James takes the orders, and he's actually left for the day.
Can I have James's number?
No, look, I don't think I can do that, but what I can do...
Now she's the one interrupting him.
Wait, if you can make it quick, this is a priority for us right now.
She could call you back.
Father Joe, could you...
Louise?
Will you pray for me?
No. And now I feel like an asshole.
Can I ask what for?
She just needed somebody to talk to.
My mother.
Oh, this is why he signed up, man.
She's in hospice.
Fuck, dude, what the hell? Why'd this hit me so hard?
She has a tumor in her brain, and it's making her say really terrible things. And so I said bad things back, and now I'm afraid that that's going to be the last thing.
Oh. Fuck.
Father, I'm
That's so
feeling
real.
pretty alone right now.
Well, if you could call James, God will forgive you. Sorry, I had to ruin this a little bit. Fuck, man, it's hitting me so hard, man.
Can you tell me your mother's name?
Oh, I love the way that he... Oh, God. How long have we been on? How long have they been talking?
This we pray through Christ our Lord. Amen. Anytime, day or night. I'm here for you. I'll get the church. You take care of the rectory. Paul had a holy revelation on the road to Damascus.
I know, he was struck blind and all that hogwash. Probably just a case of pink eye.
The guy I killed in the ring, I hated him. I remember, I knew he was... It wasn't an accident. I killed him with hate in my heart. There's no hiding from that. There's no solving it.
Guys, it's Thomas Hayden Church. Or somebody else dressed like him.
And by using me in it, you're setting me against my real and only purpose in life. Fight the wicked and bring them to justice, but to serve them and bring them to Christ.
Yeah.
It's about me and not Jesus.
True.
Listen, you don't have to understand, Blanc, but just please let me be.
I gotta respect him, though, for that. Standing by his convictions.
Oh, when Wicks was talking about fighting the world for Christ's sake, he wasn't talking about Christ. He was talking about his own ego.
Yeah, and...
Restored to the tree. What does that mean?
Blanc, I don't know.
It's gotta mean something. Oh, what the... Has there been another murder?
I'll handle her.
Thank you. Make sure the door's shut when you leave. Hope you catch your killer, Blanc.
I'm worried about him now. I'm worried that's the last time we're gonna see this kid. We left... Fuck, what's her name?
Father Judd.
He's not here.
Come.
Oh... Wait.
From the moment Judd enters the closet, 9 seconds alone and unseen. Plenty of time to do the deed with a concealed knife.
Maybe he passed out drunk and then did it, though, if that's what she believes. I wouldn't buy that he did it, though.
I found my killer and I'm bringing him in.
Yeah, I don't think it was him, though. But that's a good point. Just got to explain how he passed out. He knew about his drinking habit, though, so somebody could have poisoned him so that he would have passed out to have been vulnerable in that moment to stab. But as we saw just a minute ago, somebody is skulking around in the rain. When they were having their little like tussle earlier, the verbal tussle, saw them roaming around. We left Glenn Close back in the building. What the fuck? Yeah, we're gonna have, yep. It's gonna be fucking Wicks. How? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, God. What the hell is... What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Was the...
Who's there?
Oh, no. Wait. And now he did kill... Oh! No, 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 no. We saw him. No. Nope, 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 nope. It was Wicks. It was Wicks. Faked his death, came out here, rose from the grave, sickled him, and then he stumbled in there, probably got knocked out, waking up beside him so he'd be found next to the body. He's tried to dismantle the ball. No! 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 How did they... I don't know, dude. How did... I just don't know how you fake the knife wound.
Wicks was 100% medically dead.
Medically.
Just saying, right?
Right.
Unless it was all doctored and everybody there was in on it.
Rise from the dead. And there's obviously some Scooby-Doo shit going on here.
The only way out of here would have been... Oh my God, fuck off. I don't know.
It's not hooked up to anything.
Camera, huh? Well, maybe it's recording something on a chip inside. Why don't you bring it into the media lab?
Oh, what could that be?
Tape off this entire area down to the Grove. It's a homicide scene. The groundskeeper is dead.
Oh, she didn't know that bit. Oh. Yep. Killed by your boy. Almost. I'm pretty certain about that fact. This is some game by Wicks. Or the only other option I have in my head is that Wicks did die. Well, I mean, I don't know how he would, I mean, he didn't blink, and then we saw like the flickering of the lights, so maybe it could have been hidden by that. Somebody could have maybe posthumously opened his eyes. Somebody was in there alongside him, waiting to let him out. And maybe like, fucking Weekend at Bernie's his corpse out like that. Well, no, we literally saw, never mind, sorry. We saw him like stumble and run after them, never mind. Because that could have been done had we just seen him like in the threshold of the mausoleum. But when he literally ran at Thomas Hayden Church, never mind, completely retracting that, sorry. I completely forgot about the fact we saw him like literally run after him. Because like if the 2 points we saw him were in the bushes, in that dark light where we saw him, like the light was just fading in and out, like somebody was blinking or flickering a strobe. Somebody could have been behind him in the darkness holding him up, but like you couldn't explain the running to him across that opening like we saw. So never mind. Walking that one back. Oh fuck.
This is Father Judd.
Oh, Father Judd, it's Louise. How you doing?
A little busy at the moment.
I spoke to James, and the order for the forklift was actually placed by Monsignor Wicks.
And there it is. He's behind it all. Almost similarly like to the guy at the start, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say like the start of Knives Out, but not quite the same. Oh! Was that real or not?
Did you, what are you doing? You don't smoke.
I smoked for 15 years.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go witness a miracle. You enjoy your cigarette indoors.
Did not like that sound. Yeah, she's next, isn't she? Oh, never mind.
Praise be. It's accomplished.
Okay, yeah, okay. The only way any of the medical stuff could have been faked is if he had a doctor on bill, which he did and has the entire time.
What am I looking at here?
Well, that absolves Judd.
And this clip is 4 seconds later.
Yep. Oh, he's cleared. At least in this event.
Prints from the gardening tool. We didn't run the full database check, just the suspects you questioned. It's Father Judd.
But he was knocked out, put in his hand, and...
Where is he?
I sincerely wish I knew.
Nope. He knocked him out, put it in his hand after the fact, maybe even while he was unconscious, made him do the stabbing. Maybe punched out Church as well. He's like, you need to get out of here right now.
Killed Samson. I'm guilty. I have to confess. Listen. How do I get to Dr. Nat's house?
If he's going to start covering his tracks, though, Dr. Nat is probably also gone at this point. Oop. Yeah.
Dr. Nat?
Oh my God. Somebody did a real number in here. God, everything is fucked. What happened? Was there a... This seems like more than just a simple tussle. Yeah. Death, maybe?
Oh, God.
What the... Wait, what?
Wicks. Yeah, it's him.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth these days.
Wait, what?
This might get unpleasant. I mean, more unpleasant.
What is that? Is that acid? What the fuck? Huh, what the fuck is this? What a... And
Dr. Nat, in the flesh. Yeah, what's left of it?
No. The ring is an identifier. We fixated on it. It's an indication that is someone else's body with the ring placed on it to make you think Dr. Nat is dead. He talked to somebody. They orchestrated something with this. Maybe my Weekend at Bernie's thing isn't that far off. I just don't know how you would have done the run. Now, this is a real fucked up. Well, no, we saw his arms in the thing melted. I was going to say, what if somebody like Buffalo Billed Wicks's skin and wore it to come out of the thing and then go chasing after? I can't imagine he would like dope himself up twice to feign death twice, knowing to be found in this position. So he's got to have been dead the entire time. Maybe somebody made like a very realistic like mask. Maybe the body was never even put in there to begin with. The casket was made by Thomas Hayden. Maybe they faked another second stabbing and he's not actually... I have no fucking clue, man. Every turn, it just gets weirder and weirder. But that's not Dr. Nat. Calling it right now in that fucking tub. There's his bag again, which makes sense.
Geraldine, it's Blanc. Yeah, he's standing right here. You're gonna want to come to Dr. Nat's house. It's finished.
Oh, do you think he's got everything he needs to put it all together?
I killed Samson. I have to do this. I have to do it of my own free will or it won't mean anything.
But did he actually? Or does he just think he did?
Say Father Judge returned to his church and he's ready to confess.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Years ago, I murdered a man in a boxing ring. I killed him with hate in my heart. Last night, that same sin rose in me, and in a moment of...
You son of a bitch!
But I needed you to stop talking. No,
I was about to explain.
Father Judge, just sit down and listen.
not silence the voice of the Lord!
Oh, yes.
The guilty laid bare before you all!
Yeah, I think he figured everything he needed to out already to put it all together.
The flask he kept stashed in the breaker box was sparked with a very powerful tranquilizer.
That's what he found in Dr. Nat's bag.
Giving the killer their chance to enter the closet and deliver the deadly blow.
I said that already.
No, the knife was in his back when I found him.
The red devil head. Blood you assumed was Wicks's. Now, I showed you the answer to this. Did you see? The pizza bar, the photograph. You thought you saw, but that wasn't it, no. It was a second identical lamp.
Oh, and it was gone too. You son of a bitch.
Same red as the Good Friday Vestments. The same exact red as the mysterious thread found in the closet.
I forgot about the thread too.
Was there all the time. Filled with a small squib of blood. Triggered by...
Yeah. That's the RF!
Set off at the exact...
After 9 seconds when he walked in.
A voice of authority who can wait for the discovery he needs before taking charge.
There's something in his back.
Wait. Don't
Yep,
touch it.
yep. Yes, he told. Fuck.
Distraction presents itself.
Then she does. It's all of them. It was all of them. Oh my God, you bastards. Except they,
final
what,
task, to remove
did kill him though?
Drug-laced flask.
Yeah.
But where was it? One hiccup in his plan. The result of a moment of foolish grace by Father Judd, who concealed the flask to hide Wicks's drinking.
That's why they knew to go look for it.
Okay, so if Dr. Nat killed Wicks, who killed Nat?
Well, now we get to it.
Yes, let's.
To understand this case, I had to look at the myth that was being constructed.
The story. Oh, poetic, beautiful.
His justice for the holy, his vengeance for the wicked.
Okay, and now, what really happened?
Thank you. We're getting to it.
Final checkmate over the mysteries of faith.
And, well. Here's your spotlight. They're like, what the fuck? Hey, this is...
Punk, are you okay?
Damascus.
A
road to Damascus thing?
Yes, Damascus. Shit.
What? What's gonna make him hold his tongue now?
I cannot solve this case.
Oh, he knows what happened though, but he's not gonna say now. He's gonna hold his tongue. Why?
Give us the answer. Isn't that what all this is for?
And would you consider blurbing my book?
That's interesting the way she says that. Everything is a quest for answers, but religion is a quest for answers. Myth is a quest for answers. And he's at the same time the holder, the keeper of the answers. They're out here desperately reaching to somebody, whether it be Wicks and now Blanc, and he's like not giving them that. It's like he's cutting them free. It's almost as if he gives into it any further, they might be compelled to stay. I don't know, actually. What the fuck?
What a mess. I assume they'll arrest Father Judd now?
Yes. I suppose they will.
I mean, if they go through with that, then what, like, what, no, what, no. Yeah, what the fuck? Yes, please.
Scales fell from my eyes.
You believe in God and all this Michigas is real?
God is a fiction. My revelation came from Father Judd.
Maybe he just didn't want to do it with an audience.
Grace for my enemy.
Yeah. Okay, and?
Grace for those who deserve it the least.
Yeah.
For the guilty.
You know the truth.
I do.
Yes.
You made yourself the fool.
So that you could do this of your own free will. And now you better do it.
To get her to confess, because he knew. She has always been like the fanatic devout about all of this in the craziest of ways. Okay. Interesting. Love that.
Be her priest.
Take her confession.
Prentice, I saw him take his final communion.
Oh.
This is Eve's apple, Martha. My entire cursed fortune.
In one piece.
All that Eve hungers for, I have trapped it. It shall never again be plucked by evil hands. The body of Christ.
And he swallowed it. Yeah, that could not have gone down well. It would have torn his esophagus up.
She knew her fancy brands. And what would come in a custom-made Fabergé box, itself worth maybe $20,000.
Oh.
Something facet cut, worth a fortune.
Oh, yo.
So that night,
that's when she started. She was looking for it.
She was looking for the hidden jewel. It was her one way out.
that
Yeah.
poor girl.
Yeah.
Martha, what did you say to her?
I know where he hid it, and you'll never find it. You harlot.
You bitch.
Where is it?
Jesus. My God. The fact that she was cackling like a little demon child too through all that.
I challenge you to confess it.
With defiant pride.
Oh. Oh. That's why he was so shook.
To the wrong
And then, yes. And then he went to his son and he was going to burn them all, betray them all. And then that.
Vera
Yes.
confronted Wicks and
When
you
he was,
learned about
yes.
Cy.
He, knowing that she confessed, he was going to take it and fucking bail.
This was something much bigger.
Yeah.
And I was certain he had ordered the equipment to open the crypt.
Yeah, not to set up his whole thing, not to predict his death, but to get in. And she used that to orchestrate her whole thing.
I could steal the jewel first and get rid of it forever. And with the same stroke, raise Wicks up.
See, this is how I don't know how she pulled this bit off.
All it would take is a miracle. Wicks's death must be a holy mystery, unsolvable and divine.
See, my only hang-up is they're allowing people in the outside the church to believe her fucking charade.
And who had access to medical grade tranquilizers.
It all went according to plan.
That looked like she was doing this almost for a second.
Forgive me, Samson. Strong Samson, faithful Samson.
Who made the coffins?
Mm-hmm.
Be okay. I promise. He didn't understand why.
Wait, what?
Thing for you, my angel.
I guess in the darkness of light when he went charging after. Right. They had the body in the woods so that he would see the real him. He just needed to look clear enough in the darkness to go running after. Yes,
It was
yes,
supposed to be so
yes.
simple.
And then, God, this is insane. He wakes up, opens it. He's out there dressed as him, pretending to do this whole little shtick. But then somebody did kill Samson.
Dr. Nat would drive off with Wick's body and dispose of it in that nasty gook in his cellar.
Okay, so never mind. That is Nat in the cellar too then, right? But did Judd actually kill Samson then?
I had an idea. But I had to be sure.
Or he did it. So the body was never actually in there, just in the dead of night he thought he saw. And thus made us think we saw. I don't necessarily love that, but the fact that his body was actually never actually out there in the woods.
And I knew he was lying.
Oh.
And then he told me the truth.
There's the fist.
My second mistake, underestimating the temptation of Eve's apple.
Then he killed him and put Judd's fingerprints on the weapon after the fact.
Now here was his opportunity to remove his obstacles, frame a young priest with a violent...
But he believed it, so...
He took it. He had poisoned my coffee with a lethal dose of pentobarbital.
She never drank it, maybe?
Then in 10 minutes, time for your final prayer.
Did she anticipate and switch it? Because she's clearly still here.
I understood why he did it. I had understood it.
Well done. You fool. Oh, okay. It was just him drunkenly stumbling through everything. Never mind. Okay. And then she disposed of the body. It was actually him then.
Hatred in my heart.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Inside my heart, I know.
Wow.
Vengeance is mine. These sins I confess to you, Father. I have topped it all off with a real doozy.
Oh. Wait. Did she took
Father,
her,
quickly
she's
now, quickly.
taking herself out of the equation.
I knew when I saw her lips.
Oh.
It was already too late.
Oh, she poisoned herself anyway as penance.
There might be a poison kit in the prowler.
Like they said, I mean, there's no undoing it once done, right?
Forgive me, Father, for all you have endured. My sweet Samson.
And Grace.
And Grace. Grace, yes.
You're safe now. Let the hatred go.
Forgive me, Grace. You're really good at this.
No.
God, the Father of mercies, through the death and resurrection of his Son, and I absolve you of your sins.
Oh, she is gone.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Holy shit, dude. And there it is.
Shit.
What now? By right, that goes to Sai. Correct? Are they going to hide it? Or what are they going to do? He's going to give it to Sai. I mean, I don't see him being the kind of guy that would just kind of make off with it.
Never found.
Oh, wait, what? Maybe he left it with the church or made it unfound.
The flock.
Didn't cash it in himself, but still.
What they wanted, only to discover the one thing every holy man knows.
Yeah.
Some got a fresh start.
Yeah. Freedom.
And some got their miracle.
Oh?
But finding the sustaining power to wake up every day.
And fight the pain. Yeah. Enduring. Facing the music, so to speak.
Where is it? She gave it to them and they're hiding it, I know.
We've allowed your representatives to search the church and rectory thoroughly. They found nothing. Also, Mr. Blanc was there when Martha passed, and he denies anything untoward.
Wow. It was...
I hope you come back to the church someday, Sai. Your real inheritance is in Christ.
Bah! I mean, that was the tradition. The fathers never passed it down. Because it would just poison the well.
Benoit Blanc pwned. Owned with a P. Whatever that means.
We keep pushing the facts out there, Martha, what really happened, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Yeah, too late.
Flooding our Facebook. It's an outhouse fire.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's the world we live in, man.
Are you ready to take that on?
Let them come.
Good luck, kid.
Hell yeah. I mean, heaven, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Aww.
You know, my first mass is coming up.
Do you want to stick around?
That's so nice of you. There is nothing I would rather not do.
I finally put one up. I was wondering if he was going to do that or not. Looks good too. Well done. And now, unlike with Wicks, he's not going to try to run away newcomers in the way that he did. Arms open, not fists up, man. Oh. That was cheesy as fuck. But that was a beautiful little place to put it in the heart of Christ up there. Christ is your inheritance. And it's right up there. Hell yeah, dude. That was really good. That was really good. Infinitely better. I liked Glass Onion. I liked it. I still think, I think I might even like this more than Knives Out. I like Knives Out a lot. But, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just, the staging, the themes, the messaging, obviously with that, the radicalization, the making people to be an enemy, this self-defense, this idea of fighting the world, fighting your enemies, as opposed to open your arms, having grace, this fixation on the stories we tell, the myths we create, the myths we believe, or whatever you believe being a core factor of what's going on. And then this road to Damascus moment that he had, like, even like with Judd, like this whole idea that he believed what they wanted him to, that he killed Samson, the lie that they were going to tell. He even thought that happened in that self-defense moment where he reacted instinctually to being jumped by what he thought at the time was a dead man. That's the one little trick I didn't quite. I wish it was just done in a different way. Like if his face was masked in shadow and all we saw was the hair and the robes and stuff like that. I don't like necessarily that we saw Josh Brolin in the brush when he was holding up with the knife and stuff before he blacked out again. Because it's one of those things that throws a little bit of wrench in our ability to follow along with the clues. Like everything, even the two-headed wolf thing, like the double lamp, that's something we could have seen if we really looked at it. That's one of those things that like masks it in a way that I don't think it makes it possible for us to know what exactly happened in that moment, unless we assume when he saw Josh Brolin, he didn't see Josh Brolin, as opposed to the facts of the matter that I feel like it could have been obscured in a way, but that doesn't create the effect they were trying to sell, you know? So we saw the belief, we saw the narrative, we saw the myth. It's like my only like nitpick. I'd call it a nitpick, but it's my only nitpick with the entire thing is that little moment. Everything else was so well done. Like from the laying out of the groundwork of the mystery, the how it happened, like using other literary examples to frame it, and the fact that they were a part of this book club that all knew all of it. So it was a great way to kind of orchestrate everything. And I was just like, I don't know, man. The fact that I thought it would either be all of them or it was Wicks doing this. I didn't like a rogue little faction of it. I guess that makes sense to kind of hide like amongst, well, the wolves, a wolf among the sheep as the shepherd. The fact that he just never really cared at it at all. The guy, like Wicks only ever wanted power. He only wanted station. He only wanted to inflate his ego. He even admitted it and confessed it to Judd. He was like, I only wanted to be a priest like him to have the power that he had, the power, the attention of the people or whatever. He didn't care about any of this, only in the fact that it raises himself up in a position of power. And anytime that was threatened, hell, the promise of like taking this global to widen his reach, to be joining politics, whatever. It's like his son, Cy, being like, I can make you president. And his own little failed political campaign, just using media to exacerbate this idea, to sell a narrative, to stir people up, to radicalize. And just like in the same way that he was doing in his church, which is really interesting, because the exact same thing, like he would test people, he'd poke and prod and push. Anybody new coming in that couldn't take the shit would get weeded out, so that only the ones that are left are the ones that would be by his side through thick and thin, no matter what their reason is to be here. Some believed, some didn't, but were hoping for something else. And it was a whole cavalcade of reasons for them all to be here. But he created this following that stood by his side no matter what. He built himself an army as this warrior for God, putting himself out there to go against the world, to fight the world, to make the world their enemy. And again, it's going into this idea of not, I mean, it was all like surface level for him. It was all for him to rise to just to have this like flex. He was just getting his jollies off. The moment he had it out, and he wanted to take it, you know? And, but I don't know, where this idea of like turning people towards your enemy, and as opposed to forgiving your enemy, understanding your enemy, having compassion for your enemy. And the fact that you shouldn't even be looking at everybody that's in opposition to you as an enemy. You should have that grace. You know, that's something that is very much so a struggle amongst believers and stuff like that, or anybody of a kind of a faith. Honestly, it's not even like exclusive to faith. You could put that onto just anybody, like who's not you, like your group, whether it's your, country, your sexuality, your whatever, like the othering of people, the tribalism that is created, us or them. You can use that. It's not just exclusive to religion. Like that's just like groups in general, and this weaponization of somebody that's not you. Because it's like this instinctual thing. We talked about it and a lot of things over the course of this channel. It's this instinctual thing to protect ourselves. It's this animalistic desire, this fear of something that's not us, that is ingrained in us from evolution, from all of these things to protect ourselves. But over time, we've evolved to think, to grow, to know, to understand, to reach out, to have emotions that are more complex, and understanding, a sense of self. These things that are almost a lot of the times at odds with that instinctual part of ourselves, but we will still instinctually react. It's why you fear what you don't understand. You fear what you don't know. It's a protective mechanism to save ourselves. But a lot of people just cave into that, and they can't look past it or understand or see the commonality that the other side is doing exactly the same thing. Like in this idea to not fault them for that at the same time, and have that understand, that moment, that grace, that patience to understand, to converse, to get to know them rather than attack, put up the dukes, block, shut them out, And I love that this was kind of a through line, because at the core of it all, what Judd is going through is what this is supposed to be. What it's supposed to be is a God that loves, open arms, a place of sanctuary for anybody to turn over a new leaf, to start over, to find absolution, grace, warmth, just to have a place. It's supposed to be welcoming. It's supposed to be all encompassing, all inviting. It's the whole idea that is set upon by Christ even. And that's the thing that gets lost in the weeds when you start focusing about these things, or putting up this extinction level thing when he's like, oh, they're whittling us down. The world is against us, blah, blah, blah. We're being destroyed, weaponizing it, pushing back, creating his little army. This, I don't know. It's so small. It's so insecure. It's just not what the core point is supposed to be. And I like that throughout this entire thing, Judd, of all people, coming in here bright-eyed, looking into it, wanting to really do good in the way that it did good for him through what he went through, to show his journey throughout all of this. And him being like this arbiter of that untainted purview of what this whole thing's supposed to be, going up against all these other people that have just twisted it and turned it into like what they want it to be, what they need it to be, I don't know. Like, it's just like there's a lot of things you can get into the weeds about with a lot of the narrative of this, like the whole like thematic elements of that side of this story. And then not to mention like the upholding of like the image, the upholding of the church, the like Benoit Blanc publicly taking the fall for not being able to do this, even though he put it together. But he knew that would ruin the story. It's not what the world needed to hear. It's not going to make things better to do what he did. So, like his road to Damascus moment, he knew the truth. He could have sold her out, did this all, but he was like, I need her. I need to have the grace for my enemy. I need to have this compassion. I need to extend myself. While he doesn't believe any of this, he believes in at least that. And I think that's something we can all kind of agree on, whether you are a believer, whether you are not. At the end of the day, I would hope that we have this extension, this understanding, this leeway, this compassion, this openness, these kindness even, or this grace to allow that to transpire in some way. This might be a little bit of an extreme situation concerning this is like a multiple span of murders, but the way they protected everybody out there that were here for their own reasons, what that were, but to spare them that, to sell a narrative that doesn't defame what this is meant to symbolize for people. He didn't want to take that from them because they needed it, which I kind of respect. Like, again, he doesn't believe it, but he was like, he knows they do. And who knows what could happen if he stripped that away. There's like a little bit of a push and pull you can go with that whole framing, that whole like mindset, but I like the way they presented it at the end of the day. I don't know. I thought that was a lot of fun and just well performed, and like the mystery. Again, it was just so intricate, so involved. I love the split focus with this whole thing between Judd in the early parts, and then when he finally shows up. And they also like, like it is like, I can't wait to get to that checkmate part where I start to reveal everything. They circumvented that. They subverted that even in a very Rian Johnson kind of way. We kind of had that in 1 and 2. And now for this one, it is just kind of like, it's the trope. It's the formula. It's the whole, and we're here, and here's the thing where it happens. In this one, he's like, actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to let them do it. And they, under guilt, under pressure, under all of this weighing down upon them, give themselves absolution in the end. And again, confession, the confessional, having that literally be a part of this was a really great decision as well. The cinematography also in this was phenomenal. There's some really, really well done, beautiful shots and sequences throughout all of this. Editing was fantastic. Acting, of course, with the cast that they had was phenomenal. A plus, man. Good shit. This was really good. This might be my favorite of the 3 right now. Just 1, 2 with the thematic elements all throughout it, and just the shaking up of the formula, and just like this really, really beautiful through line. I mean, that's like this real compassionate heart with like Judd as our focal point. This character that just genuinely wants to really do good. And you had that in the first one in the relationship between, what was her name, Marta? I think so. Knives Out. Yeah, Marta. And the guy that died. That whole little relationship between them was just really, really, really well done. But I don't know, man. I just thought they fucking knocked out of the park with this one. Plus also like the little bit of like commentary and the way that people weaponize their platform, weaponize belief in either a good or a terrible way, in the way that Wicks can be replaced with any other kind of figure. And God knows it's pretty similar. Your enemies are out there. Everybody's out here, outside of our room, outside of our circle. They're the enemies. The world is our enemy. The world is wolves. Yeah. Enemies are everywhere. They're all around us. So you control your devout. You should control the ones that are there eating it up. Fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. Yeah, that's about all I got, I think. Right now, this is another one of those things, man, where I could just ramble forever. I'm not talked all throughout too the film also. So think we've covered enough. We got some questions over in comments as well over on Patreon, so let's head over there. And we can always carry on the conversation after the video. We're going to start off with Vince Damascus. Hey, Omni, I'm so psyched you finally got to got the slot to watch this movie. I know I've said it before, but I could watch 100 movies of Benoit Blanc solving mysteries and getting caught up in further shenanigans with an ever-changing roster of Watsons. True. I do love that he kind of did become his little like Watson throughout this whole little shtick. I like when he like pulls somebody along to help them solve the whole thing they're in, whether it be Marta, whether it be him, or I forgot. I could barely remember most of fucking Glass Onion, man. I think it's the combination of Daniel Craig's acting talent, the fact that he's having a blast alongside Rian Johnson's writing, which is very fucking on point, man. Which has always been like this. If you've never seen it, you should watch The Brothers Bloom. I have not seen that at all. One of his early works has such a deep, special spot in my heart. Johnson's got a bit of a balancing perspectives that I think is sorely missed in media right now. Call it sigh heavy-handed, but how many times have we heard similar sentiments, almost word for word, from Ben Shapiro's and Joe Rogan's of the world? Everyone had their role. The corrupted priest who only wants power, the religious zealot who never questions their faith despite the evidence that they've been misguided until the end. Yeah, I really liked her kind of story because she was like a believer to a fault. And only in her final moments after going through all of this in servitude and in service to that faith to realize she's been the thing that she's feared the entire time. And that she never gave any of that grace or leeway to anybody else. You know, especially Grace. That whole story, growing up the way she did in opposition to that, surrounded, suffocated by that, yet they spent their entire lives demonizing this woman. You know, they don't have to see eye to eye, they don't have to believe the same things, but they fucking tormented her. So it's understandable for her to have done what she did, too. Where did I leave off here? God damn it. Here we go. And the true man of God who views faith as a deeply personal, profoundly helpful tool to connect with their fellow man. And the atheist who believes in nothing but humanity. And they've all seen it. Yes, I love that too, because it was a very broad spectrum of people, of beliefs, of versions of belief. Like level, hell, you had like Wicks who didn't really care at the end of the day as long as it gave him control and power over people. To the people that genuinely ate it up, to the people that were there just to service themselves so they get them through the situation, like Haley Spaney or Andrew Scott's characters, kind of. It was like a self-serving kind of thing. The people that desperately needed it because their life was out of control. The people that truly believed it, like Glenn Close. And then, you know, in the way that they all just kind of gets bundled together in this the big old ball of blah. Wicks, Martha, Judd, Benoit, they're all full side God, I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words here. They're the full sliding scale of religious belief, and showing them so deftly with little in-betweens in their followers of the church to pronounce their place on the scale was brilliant. This was kind of movie that makes me love movies, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Another one I wanted to throw into the mix as well was Samson, the husband. He as far as we know, didn't care. He was in the pews listening to his games. That was his thing. He loved his baseball, he loved his wife, and he wasn't like there for God, he wasn't there for Wicks. He was there for her. And in the end, he caught astray because of all of this. And that's another thing too, when you're in these pursuits, like it's easy to lose sight of the collateral damage that can come of that, especially when you underestimate the temptations and the weaknesses of others, like when she put her faith on this cockamamie scheme they cooked up and threw Jeremy Renner's character in there into the mix, and he's the one that took her husband out, who was simply there not for any belief of his own, but his belief in her. I think that's its own kind of weird, poetic, fucked up irony. God, man, it's a wonderful film, man. And again, I think you could just really dissect this more than I have time or the wherewithal to do right now. It is currently 4 a.m. at the moment when I'm right now as I'm recording this, so a little bit maybe lost here, but I mean, it's just so dense, Next up, we have Inigo Mothma. Hey, Omni, I haven't commented in a while. I love this movie, and it feels like the most emotionally and thematically complex of one of Benoit Blanc's mysteries. I agree, wholeheartedly agree. I love how Rian Johnson uses each new installment to experiment with different aesthetics, settings, and even genres to a certain extent, as well as how he uses all of those elements to explore issues that are very relevant to the current state of the world. Yes, very much so, yes. The contrast between Monsignor Wick's fear-mongering hatred and Father Judd's empathy and openness is really striking to me. The way that Wicks is hostile towards everyone and unwilling to admit any wrongdoing, while Judd is kind but eventually honest and repentant about his harmful actions, proves how different they ultimately are. I was raised religious and have since left the faith, but I think Judd exemplifies what a good Christian should be in that way. I agree. Likewise, raised in it, and I'd say I have my struggles with, and only in that it's presented in the world today, man. Like Judd is like you said, exemplifies what you should be doing as a Christian, I feel. And that's what I try to stick by. I struggle with calling myself a Christian these days simply because of what that I associate with now. It's taken on this other thing that is anything other than itself, and even so, organized religion was something that was vehemently preached against at a certain point. At the end of the day, for me, is compassion, open arms, kindness, willfulness, forgiveness, all the things, empathy, first and foremost. And that's what I feel Christ exemplifies, and I feel like so much has gotten so far and away from that, and it's so much of it has been twisted and contorted into a way that is just, and it's not just now, it's most of history in the way that it has been weaponized. So it's like, it's such a conflict. But yes, Judd was like the pristine, like what I feel like this needs to, or should be. I like that whole thing. And the way that, yeah, on the complete flip side of that is Wicks. You know, the I don't, whatever. We could just keep going into it. My question for you, what kind of setting would you like to see Blanc in next? Feels like we had more traditional murder mysteries, and now a bit of a take on gothic horror. Personally, I'd like to see Blanc in a Western setting. P.S. My username is a portmanteau of Inigo Montoya Mothma. Oh, I keep saying Inigo. Why do I keep saying indigo? I think I keep saying adding a D when I'm saying it innately. Since you've had some trouble with it before, thank you. Yeah, Inigo. Okay, I see it now. Oh, and they're blended together by the Mon. So it's Mon. Oh, that's actually pretty clever. I like that. Thank you for explaining it. That helps me going forward as long as I can remember. What setting would I like to see him with? Western's fun. I don't know how you would do that in contemporary world in the way that we're set right now. So what we did kind of, it was what, the South? Where was Knives Out? I can't remember. Hold up. Knives Out setting. Oh, that was Boston. Why not? I thought it was like, because I was thinking of the mansion and the setup. I thought like Plantation South. That's what I was thinking there. I don't know, man. Put him in another country. That could be really interesting. Throw him somewhere else. Japan, Australia. I think getting him out of the US would be really fun. As far as like somewhere in the US, maybe, well, I mean, this is a little, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. You had him on this big old fucking glass onion, weird, like, retreat, this elitist, like, rich, swanky, gaudy fucking island retreat in the second one. You had, like, the rich dude who, had us and the whole family fighting over his inheritance. That's pretty kind of stereotypical. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I would throw into the mix. I would like to see him in another country, different culture, different, like all that kind of stuff, something very starkly different from the US. I think that could be really fun. Take your pick. If we're talking specifically, if we want to keep it contained to the US, Alaska. Let's do something up there in the winter, in the cold, dead, frozen tundra of Alaska. That would be challenging to navigate something like that too. Next up, we have Iron Wolf. After seeing the suspects, who did you think killed Wicks, and did you notice any of the clues? And if they make another film with the actor from the MCU, an actor from the MCU, do you think they will continue a streak of making them a killer? Chris Evans in Knives Out, Edward Norton in Glass Onion, and now Jeremy Renner. You're right, he did do the killing. I didn't really associate the puppeteer, the mastermind, was Glenn Close, who also has been in the MCU. She was the head of whatchamacallit, the Nova Corps in the first Guardians film. So we're still kind of in line with that. Liam Harrell chimes in. Paul Bettany would be my choice. I don't know. Let me think about that one a little bit. Because we've had a couple of people who have already been guest stars in here as well. Not guest stars, but supporting cast members in here as well that are also MCU adjacent. Adjacent in the MCU. I don't know why I said that. ScarJo, maybe. Thinking. I could say Robert Downey, but that just feels too easy. Paul Rudd was something I was thinking about also, because like, can you make him into a killer in spite of his like whole like personality and shtick? Tom Hiddleston, that could be fun, or Chris Hemsworth, actually. Chris Hemsworth. As far as I mean, I gave you a play-by-play of my thought process throughout the entire film, and as far as all of the different clues and stuff. So I don't really feel like there's any point in answering that first question right now, because if you watch the reaction, I feel like I answered that throughout. You just see it in real time, man. I mean, sure, yeah, there's some things I noticed, obviously things that I definitely didn't. And how all those different connects, you know, like I said, at first I was like, it's either the entire cult that he's created or something he orchestrated himself, and it was kind of somewhere in the middle, actually. And then lastly, we've got Game Night J14. Hi, Omni! Wake Up, Dead Man! Was one of my favorite movies of last year, including one of my favorite portrayals of a Christian in media ever. As a Christian myself, it was really nice to see a realistic portrayal in Father Judd, instead of a vilified portrayals that are so common. My favorite part of this movie is that both Blanc and Judd are treated with equal respect, and both are flawed. Neither is shown to be wholly correct. Judd struggles with controlling his temper to the point I believed he had killed Samson. Me too. He even believed he did. And lies to Blanc. While Blanc is uncaring about the feelings of others in his pursuit of that checkmate moment that brings him such self-satisfaction, with his long hair and beard, he even looks a bit like Wicks. True. That brings when he goes off on some of his monologues, especially when standing at the pulpit before his Damascus moment. Yeah, and then he realized what he was out there. He was out for himself and not thinking about the others, about his enemy, and about that moment of realization where he was kind of walking the same line and had his aha. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Wicks, something interesting to take note of is the fact that he is guilty of all the things his mother did. Yes. He wanted power, he was after the money, and he was sleeping around. He had this child, he had Sai out of wedlock. He had no concern for the mother at all. He was like, we never even learned her name. We don't know who she is. He was like, I hooked up once with someone out there. She didn't matter. Everything he hated for her for, he is and became. He is just a bastard shadow of everything else. It's just like, yeah. It's the hypocrisy of all of it. And again, moment he got an out, he was like, I want to burn this church and all of you. Because now that was all the power he could have, was following in his father's footsteps, who was, as far as we could see, a real believer. Hence why he didn't pass any of this down in his family. And that just breeded more resentment because they were tempted. They wanted it. I love that removal of it too, that Benoit and both Judd, this thing, wealth is the burden of all of this. Power is the burden of all of this. It festers. I truly believe that power, whether it be wealth or influence, exacerbates who we really are in one way, shape, or form. Kind of like the super soldier serum. I don't think it's inherently evil necessarily, but for those, it can fester those things up real quick when you're burdened by a lot of darkness. And they very much so were. And I don't know if it would have been any better had he just passed that down without doing what they did. But then again, it was their faith in the way they treated Grace that created this own whole thing. They demonized her to the point that she was a villain in not just her own story, but her life. Like, defamed her amongst the whole congregation. Everybody in her life demonized her. How else would you react other than to want to get a way out? And that was your way out, to take your life into your own hands. They vilified it in such a way that it's just like, how can you blame her either? And then it just became this perpetuating cycle that just got worse and worse and worse. And then it's like, well, at what point is the right answer? And like, I don't know. This is crazy. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, yeah, wanting power, having money, having a child out of wedlock, etc., but blames her for her actions while taking no responsibility for his own. Ain't that the truth? Another detail I love is where Father Judd puts Eve's apple, which represents temptation and sin, in Jesus on the cross. In the Bible, it says that Jesus died on the cross carrying the sin of the world, and that he did. He took it with him on there on the cross, right there in his heart. Yep. Taking it with him, trying to remove it. That's what what was his name? Prentice was trying to do. Was remove it from the world, take it with him upon his death. But people are going to be people, man. It's not that clean at the end of the day. And that's kind of the tragedy of it as well. Symbolically, that is what you would hope, that it could be solved that simply by all sin comes with it, but that doesn't keep people from sinning. It just opens the door for forgiveness. Christ took that burden for everybody. And that's why absolution be given in spite of the sins that were committed here. Because that forgiveness was paid. You just have to seek it. That's the thing. But people were like, I want, they were chasing. Question for you is, what's your favorite scene in the movie? Mine was Father Judd comforting the woman over the phone, and it reminded him of his priorities, where his priorities should lie. Honestly, yeah. I think, well, let's see. It's that one, it moved me to tears, man. It actually got me to mist up real fast, because it was a very real moment and exemplified everything positive that he represents. And also agree with you. I do like, it's very easy to have the religious zealot be the villain of your story or anything like that. And there are some. Judd's not the only one in recent memory that has kind of been lifted up as the prime example of a good, quote unquote, good Christian or whatever, where the religious person isn't the villain. But a lot of times, yes, they do wind up getting portrayed that way. And I think that's the result, like when you're looking back through history, a lot of things we remember, a lot of things that carry on are the horrors that are enacted in all these things' names. And that lives on. Then you see what's going on in the world today, how it's used to twist all this, that, and the other, and weaponize it against their enemies in the way that Wix does. That's when people think Christian. A lot of the times that's going to be what they think about, as opposed to Judd. And that's the problem. That's the thing we're facing right now. That's the thing that's the issue, is that dichotomy. That's what's going on, man. If anything, the only enemy at the core of all of this is the faith itself. And even though it's not even like, I would say, true believers, like it's their version of it. Not, I don't know, whatever. That's getting into whole other weeds. Like Judd represents what it should be, that's the whole point. That's like, that is what it should be. Wick is like what not everybody, sorry. What it should be and what some still do believe, but it's overshadowed by the Wickses of the world. That whether it be the evangelicals on TV hoarding their wealth, hoarding their power, buying their jets, or the other people using it to gain political power, to pretend to put on the dress like Wicks did, to do the dance, do the rituals, put on the costumes, like Judd even said, all of it is the rituals, the shtick, the facades, everything about this is just to tell the story. The story is important, but the story at the end of the day is meant to evoke something, to serve a purpose, to parabolize, to get you on to a path to see this, that, a truth about yourself, the world, or whatever. Give you guidance, rails, and those stories can just as easily be twisted, put forth, created, manufactured, twisted to serve the purposes of these little performers, these little jesters putting on the costume to sway the masses and create their own little private militia of sorts. You know, there is this social dissonance with what we think of versus what it should be or whatever, you know. I don't know. Again, another thing we could just get endlessly in the weeds about. Yeah. So it's the beauty of this film too, because it didn't, like was mentioned earlier, it gave us a gradient of everybody. And it didn't, you know, at the end of the day, there was this mutual coming together of this atheist Blanc, and as he didn't change by the end of this, other than his own reflection on what he was doing here and his respect of everybody else to not give in to that as well. And then Judd, a true believer who was changed by all this and how they came together. And that's the thing. It shouldn't separate us either way. That's the whole thing with Judd too. Open arms, man, to everybody, to understand, to reach out. You should have a shoulder for everybody, an open ear for everybody, and a door open for everybody. That's the whole point. Like, the fact that they don't believe the same thing should not be what makes them enemies. And they weren't at the end. That's what I love about this. I think that's very beautiful. Fantastic movie. This is, right now, the recording for this is 3 hours and 6 minutes. So, again, just keep on talking. It's a meaty fucking movie. It's a meaty topic, like all of this. And this is like, by no means some kind of formal pulpit where, like, whatever, you know, it's me just rambling the craziness off my head. It's all going to be jumbled. I don't know how much of what I say sometimes makes sense until I get into the edit and I try to salvage what I can. It's just one of those things, like just sitting down here and just rattling off like something. I don't know how much is like going to make it through, but we've been rambling for a minute, and I feel like this is one of those topics. This is one of those films. And that's not even like all that's in here, like the whole religious dichotomy and how it's used to do this, that, and the other. There's a lot of different stuff in here as well, from like, if you want to look at each individual suspect throughout this as well, what they were going through, what they are looking for, what they are seeking, what they are doing, what got them there. There's so many other things we could just get real into the weeds about. So I'm just going to cut off here. I'm going to stop rambling, and we're going to go pass this off to you guys. What did you think of the film? I'd love to know. This was a fantastic movie. Rich, beautiful, well written, well acted, well shot. I had my one itty bitty little nitpick, and that's it. So yeah, out of the Benoit Blanc trilogy that we have so far, this is my favorite at the moment. And I wouldn't even say that's recency bias. I just think I don't know. I mean, I love Knives Out. I don't know, man. Maybe I'd have to go back and rewatch Knives Out, but I really am taken with this one, just for all of the meat and the heart. Anyway, there we go. I said I was going to stop rambling. I went right back to rambling. That's how we do over here, man. Anyway, guys, what did you think? How did you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chen Sun, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burke, Calvin Brindley, CP Bass, Theodore Wolf, Ariat Coyote, Ty Lund, and Denise Mauricio. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors in the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues that have been taken care of here at the office. You guys have been tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I want to give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here. Without you guys, we would not be able to keep up with all this content, to keep up with all this stuff, to get help with the editing, to mitigate the copyright claims, all that kind of stuff. You guys are the backbone of all this. So thank you guys. So keep bringing this stuff to you guys here on YouTube. Well, we wouldn't be here. But that's just the video, guys. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.